Hello, everyone. My name is Mike. I am a systems engineer here at Verify, and I'll be your host for today's session, where we are going to show you how to build a contact center dashboard without a contact center. Here to walk us through, we have Dre, a fellow systems engineer here at Verify. How are you today, Dre?
Doing well, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So please note that these webinars are always recorded and posted within 24 hours. So if you have to leave early or just want to be able to review it again at your own pace, check the webinars page on our website for all past and upcoming sessions. First, we will start off with a quick overview of our company and what we do. Then we'll jump into a live demo where Dre is going to show us how to build a contact center dashboard without a contact center. We'll pause some Q&A. During the demo, if you have any questions, please make sure to ask them in the Q&A panel at the bottom right corner of your screen. After the Q&A, we'll reward one lucky attendee with a $50 Amazon gift card, so hang around to see if you've won. A quick overview of Verify. Verify is the preferred analytics and management solution for Cisco collaboration, deployable either on-prem or as a cloud-hosted solution. We provide industry-leading CDR reporting and call analytics, as well as customizable dashboards and widgets, UCCX reporting, remote phone control, change management, Cisco Cube CDR, and our latest additions, Zoom and WebEx call reporting. If you have any questions on any of our features, please contact us at support@verify.com or reach out to your account manager. And one more thing before we kick this off, for an additional fee, Verify offers an enhanced consulting service to our customers. Verify's SE team will engage with you on a one-on-one basis to remotely provide additional consulting, report building, dashboard configuration, and system monitoring assistance. This is a service that provides you a dedicated Verify SE to do the heavy lifting, giving you a stress-free, hands-off experience. For more information, please contact us or your account manager, and we'll be glad to speak more in depth about pricing in terms of our service for our Enhanced Consulting Services, or ECS. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the wild. Dre, I'm going to pass the ball to you and take it away.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and share the screen here. Hopefully everybody can see that. Move some WebEx boxes out of the way. All right. Once again, thanks everybody for joining today. Like Mike said, today we're going to be showing you some contact center style metrics that you can get with our release 15.1. So you can get all this within our 15.1 without adding any extra licenses. So a couple things we're going to go through today. Most of the stuff here, we're going to work off some hunt groups that we have in our system. So we're going to show you these hunt group user stats, and we're going to show you some volume metrics, and then we're going to move on to some real-time hunt group stuff, like this stats widget here. And then below it, we got some end user hunt group stuff, and then we're going to have some phone view hunt group items here as well. So a couple different ways to kind of get you that contact center style feel without even having contact center if you're using a lot of hunt groups. So let's go ahead and build this from scratch. And we're going to start, I have already kind of this one just built out. So we have a fresh template here we can work off of. We're going to create a new widget, call analytics. And for this first one, we're going to use our Mexico cluster. And then for that user stats, we're going to do some grouping statistics on the widget type. Go ahead and create that one. And we'll just call this one Mexico Hunt. Looks like I got some stuff here already saved, so we'll just use user stats. So on the top, it's your standard information here of most of our widgets. Grouping type, refresh type. We're going to go 5 minutes here to get us as close to real time as we can possible here. And then for our grouping, because this is going to be kind of a user grouping statistics, we're going to want to group by terminating end user ID. All right. And we'll also do this by, let's see, total call count for our our group sorting. And then we're going to scroll down here a little bit. We're going to use the call history data. And we're going to select a couple grouping statistics here, like total call count, We'll do total average call duration, total average ring duration, and let's look at an answered count too. I can type right here. There we go. Answered call count. Perfect. And then below, we'll turn on the stats summary bar. So it's going to give you a little bit of totals, kind of at the top as well. So we're going to do total call count. We're going to do answer count. We'll do abandoned count as well. It's a good stat to have in there. We'll do some voicemails. And let's look at that ring duration as well. Total average ring duration. All right. So now we're going to go into our search sets. I'll create a new one. We'll just call this Group Mexico for now. And then first, we're going to pick a number or hunt group that you want to search off of. You don't have to do it off a hunt group. It could be a department. It can, it could be all sorts of different originating stuff. But for here, we just know that we have a hunt group that's that we use, and we're going to use. So we're just going to use that for now. Just going to add our hunt group number 77280, and then we're going to add some call scenarios. So if you scroll all the way down to the bottom in our 15.1, this is brand new, our call scenario type. So now we can actually search off of scenarios like all these abandoned calls, answered calls, connected calls, things like that. If you want to go a little more in depth on our call scenarios, we just did a workshop last week on this. So you can head over to verified.com, head over to that webinars tab. And what I usually do is just hit Control F in the browser and search for a topic you're interested in, but you can type in scenario and this should come up right away for you. So we're going to add some call scenario types. So we're going to look at abandoned calls. We're going to look at voicemails. And we'll look at answered too. That should be it for this one. And for this, I know what data we got. So we're going to do previous week. And we'll make it look all pretty by doing a 8 to 5 here. Just to clean it up a little bit. And save that guy. We should get this rolling. Go ahead and expand her out a little bit. And there you go. As you can see, what we're seeing here is we got total call count 165, your answer call count 140, 2 abandoned calls and 23 voicemails. As you can see, those add up there to that 165 and your total average ring duration. And that total average ring duration is going to be on the actual hunt group, not for the users. So that's how we kind of do the user stats here. And we obviously you can add or change, add some more information if you want in there. But for this, I think this looks actually pretty good. Like I said, we did previous week, but you could do current day if you'd want. So these are all historical, and I think you get up to close to 5 minutes within real time. So, all right. So now we got a little bit of a user statistics looking at that hunt group. Let's go ahead and make another one here. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to look at more of like the call volume on it. So let's go ahead and call volume by time period. So instead of looking at it as user side, we're going to look at it as an encompassing overview there. So Mexico, and I think I saved this one. Perfect, 5 minutes. And then we're going to turn on that summary bar. It's always nice to have. And we're going to look at total call count. We'll add answered call count as well. Let's add abandoned. Oops. And some voicemail will kind of match what we did up above. And then let's look at that ring time as well. Perfect. Go back to our search sets. We're going to do the same thing here that we did on the other one. So we're matching our our search sets on each one here. So we're going to add that called party, which we know is going to be that 77,280. Perfect. And then we're going to add those call scenarios as well in here. Now let's look at abandoned, answer calls, and we'll add some voicemail calls on there. Go to our time period, previous week, make it look nice. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, popped up pretty quickly. Cool. And we can actually make this just a little smaller there if we'd want. There we go. Get that average ring duration to show up in there without having to scroll. So now we have another widget here that shows us kind of like the encompassing view of the 77,280 hunt group that we're looking at. So everything should match, but just a little simpler and a little day view here. Now that we're doing previous week, you know, you're gonna get a nice little graph for each day. All right. So some more things we can add here. We're going to look at some hunt group widgets as well. So what we're going to start with, we're going to add another hunt group or another widget here. And this is going to be on our, I believe on our Colorado platform. And then in 15.1, you're going to have this real-time hunt pilot status widget type. And for this one, we're going to kind of do an you know, more of a call stats type thing. So we'll do I know we're going to pick a couple Ninja and Kittens hunt group here. So we'll look at these real-time stats. What we're going to do here, there's a couple different perspectives you can look at it. For this, we're going to look at it as a user view. I believe it actually for the stats widget, it's probably not going to matter because we're going to turn off the stats. But we're going to add some columns here. Let's go ahead and just add all these guys here. And then we're going to change the sorting. And we're going to sort this by timestamp. This looks a little cleaner when you're looking at it. And then we're going to pick our hunt pilots that we have. So we got Ninjas, and then we should have our Kittens hunt pilot. And then down here, we're going to want to turn on the summary bar. And for this, I'm going to look at total logged in, total logged out for these hunt groups. And because for this table, we're not going to want to see all the information, just make this kind of real simple. We're going to turn off that show data table here. And let's take a look and see if I missed anything in here. Our real times widgets do take just a couple seconds longer than I usually know on other ones. So here we go. So as you can see, we've got our Ninja and Kittens hunt groups that we added to this, and you can see we have 3 logged in, and then we have 1 logged out. So kind of just a nice overview of your hunt group, seeing how many people are logged in, making sure that you have enough people working those hunt groups. All right, let's take a look at the same statistics, but a real time with, you know, everybody's information and the users that are logged in to that hunt group as well. So we're going to pick our cluster. We're going to go real-time hunt pilot status again. All right, and we'll just kind of call this one end user here. And we're going to go down here, select everything so you guys can see it all. And then we're going to add our hunt pilots. Same as the other one. We'll sort by, we'll do hunt pilot. Actually, let's do end user ID is fine on this one. And for this one, like I said, we're going to use our user view. So kind of 2 different ways we can look at these when you're trying to take a look at your hunt groups is, depending on how your system is set up, if users are just logging into hunt groups on their desk phone or Jabber, you know, at their desk, then I would say most of the time people would be using that user view. But we do have a phone view as well, which I will show you. But the difference is the phone view is going to show you phones. If you have maybe a phone at like a main desk that people just go to and pick it up, type thing, or people might log into different phones on a different area, maybe not on their desk, we can look at those phones and we can actually look at if those phones are registered and a lot of different information that we can look there. But for this one, we're going to take a look at this user view. So make sure I have everything else set up here. Oh, we're going to add that summary bar too, so we can look at our total logged in. Just flip that around. And we'll take a look at maybe our average logged in duration. And we'll add logged out too, why not? And we'll make sure this is on because this is going to give us our data table here. Let's see what this looks like here. Expand this guy out here. There we go. So you can see now we have, now here's a little discrepancy currently. As you can see, a lot more green than the total logged in number here. It goes by user. So if one user, let's say Victor here, he's on multiple different hunt pilots. So he can be logged in multiple different hunt pilots, but it still shows us a total of 3. So we're trying to work out some ways to kind of clean this up a little bit. But as you see, the ones in green are going to be your logged in users. The one in red are going to be logged out. You're going to get all this information to the hunt pilot name they're in, the number, their status, how long they've been at their current duration. So Victor's been in 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes there, and a timestamp as well. So these are all real time. These should come in within seconds. And if somebody logs out, you should be able to see things go in red. All right, so that's kind of what the end user side is going to look like. And now we were talking about earlier about the phone view. So what I'm going to do is just make a copy of this one because really only going to be one thing needing to be changed. But we'll take a look, make sure we got everything right in here. All right, so we got our copy. We're going to change this to phone view. Let's go ahead and add all the information in here. Everything should be saved. Let's change the description to phone description. And these sort bys will change. So if you don't add any detail columns, once you add those detail columns, they get added to the sort by. So you can select different columns to sort by there. Let's see, we should be good on this one. Oh, let's add the summary bar as well here. And we'll look at total registered. We'll actually look at anything that's connected to Call Manager and make sure that we have our phones are registered, if they're being rejected, unknown, or unregistered. And then you can add different, other different statistic types here. Maybe totally partially registered. Maybe let's say like average. Go ahead and set this one up here. So this is going to give you a similar view to that user view, but these are going to be more towards those phones. As you can see, we have a phone here. Doesn't have a department, but we don't have anybody like an end user actually associated with it, but it is logged into the hunt group. So somebody could still pick up that phone if it's close, or whatever the situation might be for your system, it could be a little different. So well, that's kind of a quick overview of showing you how to get some sort of context style metrics onto your dashboard without really having call center. And if you're using a ton of hunt groups or departments and things like that, you can base those off those. Yeah, Mike, do we have any questions so far?
There we go. There's the mute button.
I was hoping people heard me the whole time. I was like, uh-oh, it's silent. Uh-oh, what happened?
No, no questions. I mean, I'll do one final shout out. Does anyone have any questions for Dre about the hunt group widgets or anything regarding what we've covered. Going once, going twice.
But don't forget, if you need you guys are interested in this, go ahead and let us know. We'll get you upgraded to that 15.1. We know how easy our upgrades are. We'll get that upgraded for you, and we can set up some dashboards for you.
Perfect. All right, Dre. Then I will take back control.
All right. Thank you, guys.
There and go. Out of the way. All right, Dre. Here. All right. Did Q&A. So now, part two, I guess to wrap things up. Let's wrap it up by announcing today's winner of the $50 Amazon gift card. Congratulations to Justin Coffin. Congratulations, Justin. We'll have your account manager reach out to you with the gift card. And again, thank you everybody thank you to everybody who attended today. We always appreciate you taking time. Taking time to hang out with us today. Our next session will be on July 26th, where I believe John and Matt, I had that incorrectly. John and Matt will be talking about building reports or how to build reports for your Zoom phone and your Zoom phone call queues. Thanks again, everyone. See you next time.